Alright, now we're going in here, Clavin. Knife January. Sorry, I was yawning. Miss Pavilon isn't back yet. So it sounds like, oh, where she's gone. Hey, what are you doing? Those are her private things. There's not a moment to waste in our son. We must investigate as quickly as we can. I suppose you're right, for Kazuma's sake. Not just for Kazuma-sama. What do you mean? It can't be long now until we arrive at a port in Hong Kong. I don't want you to be in those handcuffs when we get there. Really? We must solve this case in our time. By ourselves we have to. Yes, we will. Oh, I guess the first one was having it. There's a. Oh my! Miss Pavilon's case is open. It's completely empty inside, but according to the great detective, a great detection, she was hiding her special friend in there. Yes, a friend that she had to keep secret. Because you're not allowed to bring animals on board to the SS Burra. Burya? Burya? What kind of animal she had in there? And more to the point, where is it now? So the ventilator connects to the Kazuma's cabin next door. Yes, although what a foolish ship builder must have been to open a ventilator to another room. Ah, maybe. It's just so there's a gas leak next door. The occupant of the cabin would notice and raise the alarm. Or the occupants of both cabins would die of gas poisoning. What is this flaw? Why is there that point? That is a possibility. Anyway, last night Kazuma wrote that he saw a speckled band coming out of the ventilator. Naruto-san, are you there? Sorry? I'm right here, yes. Why? Oh, good. I thought you might have climbed into the wardrobe and wasn't looking. There's no place like home. Believe me, I don't have some string of balls to jump into every wardrobe you see. Velcor. Yeah, just ring the bell to see. All the books are toppled over together. Look, every single one of them. Do you think that a god at sea, perhaps, has toppled too, though? Exactly the same as bookcase next door in Cosmo's cabin. Perhaps. Christmas woman was perspective difficult ballet imposed and fell against the bookcase. I don't know. Was she really? She said she hated ballet, so I doubt she would do any more of it. Let's see. All right then. Most of you. Not everything is bad that happens on the ship is because of me, you know. Well, anyway, I'll set them all straight again in here too. I don't like seeing things in disarray. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling! Ah! What's that? Shut down the engines immediately. Vessel slide a quarter mile forward. Full stop. Hard to starboard. All hands, brace for impact. What the? I think we're about to crash into another ship. What? Oh, oh, we're getting wonky. I can't stand. Oh, ooh, I, I think I'm fine. Thank you, Naruto-san. Oh, looks like we avoided collision. I think, yes, the ship has come to a stop. Oh my goodness. What about you, Naruto-san? Are you hurt? No, I'm fine. Hello, is anybody in there? Shout if you need assistance. Oh, that sounds like Inspector Hazanaga. Is that you in there, Naruto-san? Unbolt the door, quickly. What? The bolt. Sorry. Look at it. Sorry, answer text. The door is bolted. Did you do that, Susana-san? No, I didn't touch it. Is that fair as Mado? No, I didn't dare to touch it. Well, that's strange. How did? And look at all the books. They're all just like they were before again. No, son, are you gonna open the door and let the inspector in? Yes. I better tidy his place first. Ah, like a true gentleman, cleans after himself. One violent emergency stop has a solve one mystery at least in a very vivid way. But I knew that what awaited us on the other side of this cabin door would not be pleasant. I hurried around the tiny cabin, a new sense of foreboding in my heart. To be continued. Another survey to continue? Ninth January. Mrs. Burra, Miss Pavalon's cabin. Somehow, the door of the cabin was bolted up. We made an emergency stop. So someone took a deep breath and then gently slid back to the bolt. Ding. God, he's so angry. Why are you dressed like a candy cane? Oh, you both look unhurt. Good. Two different emotions are coming at us right now. One's out of kindness, one's out of hatred, I think. Yes, we're fine. Thank you. What on earth happened? We heard something about how we were going to collide with another ship? Yes, it appears to have been a false report. Oh, how did that happen? There's a dense fog outside, so it's extremely difficult to see. Someone must have thought he saw a ship ahead. The person obviously triggered the alarm, and that's what we made emergency stop. Everything is chaos. Passengers are screaming. Crews running around everywhere. Ah, shit. This first class is the only quiet part of the ship at the moment. Oh, I see. Someone triggered their alarm? Does that mean that someone pressed the button outside? Ah! You! You wicked intruder dressed in all black. You are the devil. Sorry, me? I've been called a lot of things before, but devil is the first. You opened my traveling case. How could you? What? No, no, no. We didn't touch it. That's right, Miss Pamela. It was already open when we came into your cabin. Inspector! Yes. Arrest this man. I mean, I know he did it. Ah, fuck me. It is not. He's a criminal. It's not enough that he's killed a man. Yeah. In your stowaways, well. Vexing problem is not to steal chickens. Do you believe? Why chicken? Take him away. He's a trespasser. Well, everything else. Stowaway, trespassing, killing. She's right. You are a devil. Doesn't look good, does it? There's a cell below deck. Doorman. Tomorrow we dock in Hong Kong. Then we give you straight to the police. Wait, a cell? Please, Inspector, there's nothing you can do? This is a Russian vessel. I really have no jurisdiction here. After my last word appeal to the captain's good nature, I think I'm out of options. This is terrible. This is a real crisis. I gotta find a solution. Immediately. Come on, Herlock. 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 Uh. Why are you there? What the? What are you doing up there? Mr. Sherlock Holmes. Naturally, I was analyzing what weight of 20,000 rupees would feel like on one's head. Have I not told you that I'm a detective? It is my business to know what other people do not? Totally. This isn't mere tomfoolery, my boy. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, well, why are you hanging from the hook before then? Isn't it obvious to properly assume it assess the weight of the 20,000 rupees? Rupees? Naturally. Why do you do this? Alright, let's go. I mean, he's got the hand motion ready. I wish you oh, sorry. I wish you determined it would bend the conceited looking hook on the wall. So, full on brag and bounce. I never know whether to take this man seriously or not. Ah, you again. The great detective. Ah, Inspector. I guess I've been looking for you. I got something to report to you. Well, you might try looking for me somewhere other than the hook on the wall next time. What is the report? Speak. There is a report from the great detective can mean but one thing. Yes. The case of the Kiri's murder that took place last night here on this vessel, the steamship Buria, has been solved by me, naturally. God damn it, you are fucking impossible to know what the hell is going on in your head. And Mike Sherry is making more and more squeaky sounds. Huh? What? Really? Yes, I've limited all of the possibilities. No other explanations can exist. So, allow me to illuminate all your minds. Are we doing this shit again? Yes, we are. For I'm about to reveal my great detective, greatly admire, great detection to the case. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Sorry. Ha! You solved it? Even a hedgehog can understand this case. We all knew responsible for killing the student boy for this morning. We found him a criminal in the wardrobe. I don't know what voice I'm doing. It is a stowaway. He was the handcuffs to prove it. I didn't do it for one, and two, you put the handcuffs on me. The trouble is, there doesn't appear to be anyone else who could have killed the victim. Because as everyone knows, the cabin door was bolted shut from the inside. Seldom fell on the sound of my reach. That means the culprit must have been someone who was inside the cabin. Yes, it was what they call a locked room mystery in detective stories. Da! Locked room, that's the point. The room was locked. Well, I can't deny that. There's no way the bolt could have been drawn across it from the outside of the cabin. You are all quite mistaken. The cabin next door is not so-called locked room at all. What? Oh yes, there's another entrance. An entrance used last night by the culprit to gain access to the cabinet despite the bolt door. What other entrance? We never discovered one. Why, it gives open mouths at you even as we speak. He's not gonna say the. Oh, okay, the ventilator, man. The ventilator? You think this is? I actually love this laugh animation there. Can't even put I can't even put my arm through the hole. That's because your arms are as thick as tree trunks. You suggesting that the culprit entered and left the victim's cabin through that tiny opening? It's not possible. I'll bet it is. Unless the victim witnessed a intruder in the act of passing through the ventilator. Mr. Shaloms, do you mean? Are you referring to the words Kazuma wrote in his diary? Oops. I can hear at 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. 1:35 a.m. What it looks like to be some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. Sorry, I didn't start text. The hand motion. Precisely, my dear madam. Madam. What does it mean? What is a speckled band? The answer to that peculiar conundrum is in this very cabin. Mr. Shaloms, what are you doing? There's a distinct element of danger, but fear not, I am ready. What is it? When I'm about to expose you all will see shock you to your cores. Kaya! Huh? What? What the? That explains the pattern on his face. I just realized this now. That explains the pattern on his face. It's a snake gripping his face. Allow me to introduce you y'all to the band, the speckled band. A snake? Dude, what is this word? Indubitably. Everyone just like, what? Mr. Shaloms, just one thing. Pray, what troubles you? Well, that snake. Isn't it really speckled, isn't it? It looks more stripy, wouldn't you say? Hmm? Yes, you're right. I think in this case you would have to call it Scaly? The striped band. When you you both seem and observe with distinction. However, do you not think that precisely the trap which we should call wishes you to fall? Oh my goodness, really? Is it a trap? Is it what? I'm actually confused. How exactly? Should we help the big strong guy out, by the way, with the snake around his face? I think for it's time I explained the intricacies of a train of thoughts. Are you ready, Miss Pavlon? I'm sorry for the young man who died, but that is all. His death has nothing to do with me. The whole thing has nothing to do with me. There are two conclusions I have drawn from the facts. Number one, last night, your friend infiltrated the victim's cabin. Ha! And number two, that same friend was responsible for the victim losing his life. No. She turned as white as a bowl of rice again. She's already pale white. Soul must be right. He hit the nail on the head. This young woman's friend killed Mr. Asogi? Ah, the snake. That thing. That's kind of adorable. I would advise a little movement as possible, seaman. You wouldn't want the fangs of the long friend in your neck. So everyone, let us begin. Harlow shown proud to present his logic reasoning spectacular part 2. The Great Deduction. The game's afoot. Ha ha! Topic 1. Intruder's identity. Miss Pavlon, in moments ago you claimed the following. His death has nothing to do with me? The whole thing has nothing to do with me. Yet you cannot deceive yourself. Ah, yes, when you call this horrible events, your aching heart smarts with pains. And this is the very pain that evidence your intraceable link to the victim's death. So, we ask, what was the nature of this intruder that stole into the victim's cabin on that Martinez night? Why, naturally, it was a friend who wished you were boarded with the festival, was it not? Ha! As I suspected, another telltale glance. Without doubt, your friend is the reigning sees before us. He's just chilling on his head. And that leads in the quandary. It's pulling him. The victim's written asserted the conclusion of the speckled band. Whereas regrettably, this specimen markings does not fit the description in any way. Flick! What exemplars can we have to give, pray? What was the sight of the fell upon the sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night? No, don't look at me. This has nothing to do with any of this. But it does. You have the answer to this quandary, even now hidden behind your back. Gonna be a snake slow skin. Evidently, after the subtle, horrible crimes, the most deadly friend of yours. Shed his original skin, no? I don't know what you're talking about. Ding! Last night, through the ventilator visible in the cabins. You then, the speck of furnace, literally next door. Using the bell cord on the other side of the bridge, Serpent slyly descended into the victim's quarters. In the dim light, it appeared to be a young gentleman who was about to lose his life as a speckled bear. In summary, the nature of this friend of yours, which is late last night infiltrated the scene of the crime. It is a rare breed of snake which marking change each time it loses skin. Snakes I can only imagine would be found in the deepest of India. What? A beloved speckled snake. Okay, what's topic 2 then? How Mr. Azari died. Alrighty, let's go. Moving on, we come into the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim. Flick. How did this young man lose his life and why? According to the data which have been praised, it would appear that there is no visible signs of injury. Ha! In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by a terrible venom. No. Now we take that as a fact. We can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence that the affirmed the scene of the crime. Oh no, could there be? Oh, I was waiting for it to snap this finger. Some nice boots on. They've done this would pray the cause of death conclusively. Almost, but not quite, and further puncture wounds left in it. Family's fangs were sealed true. Yes, the vesties of the snake bite delivered by your terror by fire. This one makes no sense. There's no point of fudging ignorance. Miss Pavolata. After the incident, you ever hide everything, didn't you? Ooh, jeez. But now your involving glance portrays your hiding place that you choose. That's right. You hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in the traveling case? When we first met the cabin, it became my attention that your case moved periodically. Your serpent assassin was relentless aside, no doubt. You don't. It is telling the truth that the victim made note of the low whistling sound that heard mist before his end. This was your signal, was it not? The sound you have used to train your serpent friend. To train? Indeed, you put the serpent through the ventilation and away. After the period, you summoned. That was the game. You summoned back to his whistle. You could have known that the animal had done his duty, so you would have listened to signs of life next to it. If the victim appeared not to be dispatched, you release the snake once more. Do you deny the snake has undergone such training? It is not true. Down to Balcor and oops. In the venom where occurs through the victim's veins, ending his existence forever. That is the true nature of the speckled band that took towards me young man's life. There can be no doubt, my logic is inflatable. Yeah, sure, buddy, let's go with that. Alright, we have a lot to fix. This includes Herlock Shalom's great detection of the speckled band. We have a lot to fix. Everyone's just like, what? Miss following this trainer Pestic is a killing machine. Look for it. They served a saucer of milk. I promised her the food again training and incredible. You solved the mystery. Amazing. Your great that should be less than a minute. I really should. My dear man, it was nothing remarkable, as the Russians say. I could have done it with one left hand. Can I mention an opinion, Mr. Shaloms? But of course, what's on your mind? It's just about your deduction before. Some things don't quite make sense to me. Thank you, Sasano. I welcome questions of my method and will answer both loudly and proudly. Oh, well, good. First of all, snakes are egg-laying creatures, part of the reptile family. Oh, you're about to get knowledge checked. You are well informed, madam. And reptiles, don't drink milk. Ah! There's really only mammals that like to drink milk, you see. So, I'm not sure it'd be possible to train the snake using milk as a reward. No matter. No doubt Miss probably used some other tree to encourage her pet to do her bidding. Milk was merely an example. The logic holds. Well, there is something else. Snakes have no ears. Ah. Yes, so I'm not sure it'd really be possible to signal a snake by whistling. But madam, what are the tales of Arabia? Oh, my frames are dying. Have you not heard the snake that dances to the sound of the flute? I think perhaps the performers play their music at time when the snake's natural movements. Ooh. Oh, I see. No hands, no feet, no ears? These creatures are so inept and technically useless. Damn, every snake lover would like to have to speak to you. Don't take it out on the snakes, Mr. Sholmes. There is one other thing. You have more? Knowledge check. Snakes use the scales on their bellies to propel themselves. So, I'm not really sure that the snake could have managed to climb up a flat belly cord like the ones in the cabin. You should try harder. Please don't be angry. Even this thing is going through the ventilator to the next one, Kevin. It couldn't come back without help. What I'm trying to say is that there's a number of reasons why it's difficult to imagine a snake could have been part of this. It's so dead inside. So defeated. Susano the Queen. I think we need to step in to help again, Miss Naruto. Oh no, you don't mean. Yes, we need to modify Mr. Shulman's latest instructions and turn them into the great ones they ought to be. I had a feeling this was coming. Alright, let's give it a try. Just what I was waiting for. Ms. Naruto. Yes, right. So, cast your eyes down below your wrist again. What? You done it again! Your handcuffs are gone. Where did they go? Fair enough. I shall see to restore after our work is done. I really wish you'd lead them off. Now everyone, let us begin. Paralyzed is lodging this spectacle, yeah. Hold it, Mr. Shaloms. That is definitely to me. You cannot deceive yourself. And your aching heart. She does. How do I... Oh, she has a claw mark. I love the snake in the background. Oh, no, look. It looks like a very painful wound. Looks like a scratch made with some kind of small animal. And fairly recent, too. Well,
Yes.
bing! Gotta love that effect. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, the claw scratches smarts with pain. Indeed, a simple version reveals that the wound was fresh. Did he in fact receive the scratch? Something last night? Ah! When I think about the young man who died next door, I feel so sad. And when I am sad, the pain from this wound is worse. And that was very painful that evidence sends away to the victim's death. So we asked, what was the nature of this intrusion that... So we asked, what was it? It was the friend which you boarded this vessel with, was it not? Ah, so... Snakes don't have claws, do they? No, they don't. They don't even have hands or feet which claws might grow. Well then, thus the snake is a pen, the words are true than your friend that should follow her glaze. Tea, the teapot. She has a kitty. The bell, the bell. Wait to party on the train. Was there something this one, but look at the little cat. This one's kind of in there. Oh, what a cute little kitten. It could vie with you. No, that's from the blackest outfit. A black kitty. From the looks of it, the picture leaves me fun of seems very touching.
Yes.
Yeah! Without a doubt, your friend is a little kitten you've seen before us. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love it. The spotlight scares everybody. Yes, the scratch on the back of your hand makes it unburnably clear. Oh no! The whereabouts of this black kitten isn't clear. What is clear? Is that you brought the animal with you when you ran away, didn't you? Ah! Darka is my best friend. Darka? Darka. I can't leave her behind. Darka would appear to be the Russian blue. And yet, the fact leaves us in quandary. The victim's... I love those snake is still trying to bite him. This specimen's marking does not fit the description in any way. There's a lot going on there now. What exposure can we give him and pray? What is this sign that fell upon the victim? I believe that's not it. Swackle is a band, but what is it? It seemed to be soft and fluffy, a long piece of cloth. I think it may be a cat's toy. They're sort of common ways. How's that toy for cats? Cats like to chase a band around a paw line. Kittens particularly love this sort of play. You don't need to wave in front of them. And then pronounce the cat shit. Ha, that sounds positively adorable.
Yes.
Now we know it's a cat's toy. Solved! Yes, the thing you're trying to but failing to conceal is a cat's toy. Precisely in the true nature of now infinite speckled man. Ah, looks like a whip. And there's a toy that was dangling from the ventilator. He waited around, I presume. Naturally, the victims could not have failed not to notice. But why? For what reason? My dear boy, there can only be one answer. After her feline friend disappeared through the ventilator into the neighborhood cabin, Miss Fumble attempted to use the speckled cat toy to incite the creature to return. Ah! In summary, the nature of this friend of Miss Fumble, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a blithesome Russian blue breed of a cat by the name of Darka. Ah! A truly troublesome feline, young Darka is provided to be. She must be caged once found. Which begins to burn the parallel of Miss Pamela. It was after I gave her food last night. That's when it happened. She scratched the back of my hand and then ran out the bell cord. Before I could do anything, she had disappeared through the ventilator. Darka, she's so naughty. A beloved kitten. Oh. Salt. Moving on, we come into the heart of the matter. The grim demise of the... Okay. He may lose his life, and his wife. Bring it down, I wish I would run it fast. The circumstances of this event day. Well, Mr. Jose is true. There are no signs of wound anywhere on the Cosmo's body. That's right. Mr. Schultz seemed to run away to one very detail. Cosmo was a poison. Yes, it would seem so. Let's give him the information he's missing now.
Yes.
Can we expect him to post-mortem report? In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by the post-mortem report. Ah, yes, I knew there was one or the other. One or the other. His neck was. Indeed, the breaking of the surveillance verify is fatal. All neck alive, he was trying to survive that. Seaman Stroganoff, it seems a mortal freaky. He's just chilling with a snake on his head. The jury is out. Anyway, we have a good authority to make this next broken. Now, we take that in fact. We can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence of the scene of the crime. Oh no, could it be? Could it dare be? Yes, the explanation of this. No. Just like couldn't come and deal him fatal blow. I suppose. Possible that he had to fall and hit the ground awkwardly. Could have been a terrible act of misfortune that he broke his neck completely by accident. Oh yes, a bad fall can explain it. Rather hard to believe at Cosmo though. He was a clumsy man. Well, we need to fix his deduction somehow. Is there any way the scene can explain what happened?
Yes.
Yes, examination of the mark on the floor. Appears to cause it conclusively. The pure mark farm is visible next to the victim's body, composed of shoe polish. Shoe polish. Indeed, positive identified by the little announced device I constructed, which I carry now, matter of course. Beeswax, tallow, dye were my results. The undeniable ingredients of shoe polish. And the color of the polish perfectly matched the color of Mr. Sogi's lace leather shoes. Looking at this mark, it's not hard to imagine what happened. For some reason, Misogi must have caught his footing on the point where the floor and tripped. Please, no. And by dreadful turn of misfortune, caught his neck against some immovable object as he fell to the floor. Suffering a fatal blow to the spine, the victim's vertebrae shattered in an instant. He lost his life. Damn, Sherlock Holmes. No! I don't know. I don't know anything about this. Is that really true, Miss Pomelana? What about the evidence left in the scene where Mr. Asagi lost his life? Yes, the facts are clear as day to me. You did all you could to conceal the incriminating evidence. It's not your traveling case. I don't believe it. Kazuma merely tripped over and now he's no more. That's a dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. No, it's hard to believe. That's the mark of the floor. That's what happened. But and if this department Shilling's deduction is right, Miss Pomelana is trying to hide some evidence that would prove it. Here in this cabin, somewhere in the direction, and she where? Oh, hey! Broken piece of glass, isn't it? Oh, okay, it's on the basket. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah! That's right, again. You hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in the waste paper basket. Ah! Have we a fragment of some intraceable glass object we've seen? One has a familiar air, in fact. Correct. Precisely, we found another piece of broken glass on the floor of Misogi's cabin. As you can see, the two pieces fit perfectly together. Oh no. What's going on? Okay. Why would it be the part of a glass object which was evidently broken at the scene of the victim's death? Should be found in a waste paper basket in your cabin? You're well acquainted with this glass smell, aren't you not? I don't know. In that hush Russian accent of yours? Won't you save this time, dear girl? Why? Because we have conclusive evidence on linking you to the bell in question. What? Take it away, Mr. Naruto. Yes. Definitely. It's the picture frame.
Yes.
You can clearly see, hanging from the darkest color, the very glass bell in question. This girl is going through a lot right now. Holy shit. The truth has caught up to you, Miss Pavlana. The young man who's lost his life last night did so after a truly inspacious fall. And the cause of the fateful stumble? Your absent feline friend, Darka. I couldn't tell anyone. I'm sorry. Death by tripping over a cat. That is the lamest ass ways to go. Holy shit.